I had to make my own link to get to class. I normally fish it out of my email, and I did a search for China URL and nothing would pop up. Um, I I had to download another update and it messed up my computer. So now I know I could just go into Google Docs and get to class this way. Mm, I think we're going to do the friendship song instead of Yoho We, the Haida Nation anthem. So we put our palms out and we move them to the left and move them to the right to the beat of the song. Here we go. Clay, ooh, clay. Here comes Grumpy Goat. Um, you, Kayuika, Kayuika, Kayuika. I au, ukulele, ukulele. Au, Kayuika, Kayuika, Kayuika. I au, ukulele. Au, Kayuika, Kayuika, Kayuika. I you may be seated. Okay. I have to write down the Flathead song. Okay, we're gonna do class prayer and class greeting. We have lots to go over today. Haida intros and scripted conversation number 19. Seemed like there was something else that we were going to go over. Oh, yeah, the Hawa song. Okay, so let's get to class prayer and class greeting. Oh, uh, uh, Kim D. Cinemas. Um, about your hidden nickname. Um, uh, MD Srinivas um, is more like, well, there's liberty with names. Um, it means grudgy goat or um, a goat that holds a grudge, but we can embellish it to mean grumpy goat, or if you want your name changed to literally mean grumpy goat, then we would have to do a nickname name change to Kimdi Kashli Hishda. But it's up to you.
Yeah, I don't think I hold a very good grudge, so I probably want to change that. Just
Okay.
just a little moody is all, you know.
Okay.
You'll get better. You'll
um,
get better at that as you get older, Nathan.
Let me type it in this morning routine where I put a bunch of miscellaneous stuff. Okay. So to type out uh your name, uh, I gotta set my laptop to Canadian so I can type in hideout. Kim D. Ashley. Uh, está no tone mark on this word here. So this equals grumpy goat. I don't know if you want to do a screenshot or write it down or take a picture of
Yeah,
it with your phone.
let me do that. By the way, is my camera working? On my side, it just shows blank.
Nope.
Nope.
Mm,
All right.
it shows black.
All right. You guys don't get to see my lovely face today. We can continue. I'm sorry
Okay.
about that. To
Oh,
disappoint, anyways.
in one login, it's all good. Okay, so we've got Grumpy Goats squared away. Um, and we're now going into class prayer and class greeting. Here we go. If we have enough time, um, there's a brand new story I wrote called Tangiti Guessing Eye, the story of Black Bear Cub. Um, if not, we'll get to it next week. Okay, class prayer. O Sangsanawai, O Sanang Itlakdas, O Salana, Hugen Sudas, Kasant Itlanga Gudang. Have pity on what we are saying. Aji Singayan, Talang Kitlagan. We thank you for this day. Ayat Atlan Ichku, Kajkat Sandalanga Talang Kitlagan. We thank you for gathering us here today. Hugen Talangas Das, Itkasite. Whatever we are about to do, help us. Daman Talang Istiye Ana, so that we can do it right. How Sangsanawai, how Sanang Itlakdas, how Salana, Kun Ant Hida. Class greeting, Ti Tijasa, Hadala Isis, Ditolan, Atlan Anas de Gunai Lagan, Dalang Isa Safe de Gunai Lagan, Dalang Aslan de Hangilgan, Ayat Kilang Talang Skatang, Dalang Ant Kil Lagan, Jahawa U Had Kil, Talang Skata Tin. Greetings, good people, my friends, my family. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy that you guys have come. I'm honored with your presence. Today we're learning our language. Thank you guys. Thanks a lot. Let's learn Haida. Boy, I've had lots of coffee today. Working really fast.
Slow down, Rob. You're going to hurt yourself.
That would be easy to do. Um, do. Where we hide it introductions. We are gonna keep practicing these. We want um it to stay with us. There's no class in the summer months. And hopefully we start back up again this fall. So we're trying to get our introductions ingrained. And who's Cadenas is working. He's not here today. I'll see him tomorrow in the advanced Haida class. Okay. Geese in.
Adela Isis, Atlan Achti Goodnight Log, Big Bear Alexander, Hinu di Kiang, is Ken, Hinu Hakiki Kiang, Diu Hatas Kian, Klungat Dagang, Kagwantan Udi Ejang. Good people, I'm happy to be here. My name is Big Bear Alexander. My Haida name is Giskin. I am Haida and Tlingit. My clan is Kagwantan.
Oh, I like your Haida name. That must be an ancient Haida name.
That's what I've been told.
Yeah, it really does have that vibe. Like my Haida name Duck Juice. My great grandfather was born in 1825, and of course it was passed down before then. But yeah, your name is because it has Sigil in it. It's got to be really old. Um, sorry, Kim Dika. Um I had to put this on 75% so it would all fit on one page.
I can see it. It confuses me a little bit to have the phonetics underneath it, but
Yeah, it is a little distracting. Do you want me to create spaces?
no, it's okay. I'll get through it. I just if I do repeat a line, that's probably why I'm reading both lines. So all right. Hadala is Atlanan auf die guten Lagen. The Lunk Kings the guten Lagen. Tony Bennett Hinu Kiang. Hindi Ka Hinu Hadkifti Kiang. Good people, I'm happy to be here. Happy to see you folks. My name is Tony Bennett. My Haida nickname is Hindi Ka Hawa.
Hulagan. Yours was perfect. If I was going to point out a tiny detail, um,
I
eighth
A. See?
has
And
a
when I see
strong A
EI,
sound.
my yeah, and in English, EI is pronounced I. So yeah, I
Yeah,
got
so
my
my phonetics is
A.
not good on this one. Do you guys have a suggestion on
I
how I
just need to
could type H more phonetically?
it's just me. I'll get it.
Maybe it should be AE. Does that look more like
A.
H?
Maybe, yeah. Yeah. Problem is I was trying to read it in Haida instead of the phonetic. Because
Mm,
I'm trying to practice. But if you break the words down, they're a lot easier to say.
yeah. Ulagan, how okay, I gotta get used to your new name. Kimdi Kasi Tishda. We gotta change that in here. We have to. The English will stay the same. The Xaad Kil is gonna be a big switch. Um, I do like this word Kashli. It's really prevalent um, in Xaad Kil, but it's also prevalent in Haida language. Um, Sherman Alexander and Johnny Bennett, um, I'm sure they had more than one Haida name. I know Johnny Bennett had at least two, um, but they had uh, um, Na Kashli Gut, which got massacred into Nakugut. Um, but uh, Na Kashli Gut is an ancient Haida name meaning house alongside the trail. Um, oh wait, I just made a mistake. That would be house inside the trail. Trail is the trail would be QI. Anyways, Kashli does exist in Haida names. I can prove it this time. The Haida name Nakatla, it was really Na Kashli, inside house. And the non-natives couldn't changed it, and so it became Nakatla. It took a while to prove my point, but I got there. Okay, I gotta change. I do have to change it down here as well. Ashley is da.
I've heard Sherman's name also go as Nakachute.
Yeah, that's the mingled version of na. Uh, well, it wouldn't have to be QI, but uh, Q is trail, QI is the trail, and the translation is house alongside the trail, and Gut is alongside, and Na is house. So yeah, I got massacred to Nakugut or Na Naku Nakuchut or whatever. Um, but yeah, in Haida it would be Na. It sounds like they just use a short form of the trail instead of QI, Q, Na, Q, Gut. Um, house alongside the trail. Um, and that name exists, of course, on the Haida Gwaii side as well.
So
Okay,
it's Nakashute, which I think you said was like the house at the end of the street, right? And there's like a couple different ways to say or spell Nakashute, right? But yeah, I think Johnny Bennett had it and Luke Bennett had it, and he's from Masset, Johnny Bennett's dad. But the Kali
whoops.
Hilda is house at the end of the trail.
I got confused. I thought Kashli was part of it, but
Mm,
it's not. It's I'm typing now what it would be in Xaad Kil. Na Kugut for house alongside the trail, which I think is kind of ironic because it sounds like the name of a house instead of a name of a person.
it's an inanimate object.
Yeah. Um, so it sounds like a house name, and maybe it originated as a house name, and then maybe it went to the owner of the house. That's my theory.
Okay.
And then for you, having costly being part of your name, it exists in this hidden name here. Again, it sounds like a house name inside of house. Old man Jim Nicatla used to have this name. That was Nana Sly's father. Um, this is interesting because was Sherman Alexander Eagle Geeskin?
No,
Oh, okay. Uh,
Edna.
well, Johnny Bennett was Raven. He was Yaclanus. So Sherman Alexander was Raven as well. So this one looks like a Raven name. This one here is definitely an Eagle name from the Solance clan. Okay, I'm just gonna leave those two there for reference. Um, and then Kim Dika, and I also talked about his other uh, House Chief Johnny Bennett's other item name, Xaad Class. Now, a lot of people think it starts with a G, but it's really a loaded K. Xaad Class. Uncle Miju, our non said it meant troublemaker, which is which is true, but my non tend to overgeneralize names. So Uncle Miju said it means one who has obstacles to overcome. And that makes sense to me. Um, and Uncle Miju thought about thought about this, and he was asked about it, and then the next time told whoever he told that I think it was my brother, um, that this is the real meaning of the name. And for me, it rings true. Sometimes a definition or translation has a ring of truth to it. And for me, this one has a ring of truth to it. So these two names belong to House Chief Johnny Bennett. Okay. We did hide introductions. No, we didn't. Sorry. Sorry. Candy
Forgot Nathan.
Cosby. I went down a rabbit hole and we never gave you a chance to do your intro. You got to keep an eye on me. I tell
That's
you.
okay.
Okay, so here we are. Kimdi Kashli Hista. Daswe Gusu, your turn to speak.
Okay. Sara la Isis Atalan ach di Gudan la ga lagen. That's rough. Kim di Kali Hilda Hin u Sad Kil di Ki Yang. I haven't said this in a while, I can tell. Good people, I'm happy to be here. My name is Nathan Bennett. My hidden name is Kimdi Kathi Hilda. It means grumpy goat, Hawa.
Oh, okay, you are really close. Let me just type a phonetic here. Hista.
Hilda. Ki-
There you go.
Kim D. Ka Heath Hitha. Okay.
Ulagan. Okay. We are gonna go to scripted conversation. Went over this Sung Swansong on Monday, but I went back through it and did all of the phonetics. So here we have Sanu Dang Kiang. And when it was someone's name, I just left it blank because it's in English up above. And then Hinodi Kiang. And this is how we take a question that someone gave to us and turn it around back on them. We just add a S to done. And so Sanu Dunskion, and what is your name? And then another guy answers, Derek Jordan, Hinodi Kion. I'll go through this and then we'll go around the room practicing these lines. E.G. Stu Dun Ejun, where are you from? Kaustleis Doof Ejun, I'm from Craig. E.G. Stu Duns Ejun, and where are you from? Question goes back on the other guy. And the guy answers, Gits Han. Gits Han Stoof Ejun. So this is the Haidai's version of the Tlingit name of Ketchikan. I seen it spelled different ways, so that leads me to believe that this is a Haida version of it. But yet, whenever you see a circumflex over a consonant, it it means the language is borrowed. So we obviously borrowed it from the Tlingit. We might have Haidaized it a little tiny bit. The circumflex means the X is coming from up here in the throat instead of down in the throat or up front. It's Hans Doof Egan. I'm from Ketchikan. It's Han Adi Kaigagan. I was born in Ketchikan. Easter Dun Ao Egan. Who is your mother? Cheryl Johnson D. Ao Egan. Cheryl Johnson is my mother. Geese to Dunks Ao Egan. And who is your mother? Agnes Jordan D. Ao Egan. My mother is Agnes Jordan. Planu Dun Shlungulang. Where do you work? Sinai Al Shlungulang. I work at the hospital. Planu Duns Shlungulang. And where do you work? And I have to make a change. We had to get rid of we had yeah up here, which is possessive, but we don't use possessive when we are talking about a building. So Alan letters, Hanjuda, send, Nai, house or building. So the house they're building where you send your letters from. I'm sure there's other words for post office, but this one makes sense. Um, Kalan Hanjuda Nai Al Plungulong. I work at the post office. Xaad Kil is straightforward, whereas in English, someone might think you're being rude if you ask how old someone is. It's not that. It's not like that in Xaad Kil. It just um, it just means that they're trying to get to know you better. Geese blue dung tadai hedung. How old are you? And CJ, I'm just using his initials. D tadai tlalai stun wax stun sun gun. I am 24 years old. Turns the question back on DJ. Geese blue duns tadai hedung. And how old are you? And DJ says, D Tadai Tlalai Stun Wak Gun. I am 25 years old. Dun Gulk D Hatagan. I am older than you. He's not bragging. Again, Hodkill's straightforward. Uh, he's just giving him some information. D Ludun Hata actually Hata. How I'm gonna, I think I did this before. I went this route, hot, like in hottie. Hata. Do you guys want a different phonetic for this? I can always think of a good phonetic. Or does it make sense? Somebody? Anyone? Bueller? Ferris Bueller?
Bueller. Hata. I mean, it seems right.
Or
Okay.
Hata, right?
hot
There you go. Yeah, hata.
Ulagan. Perfect. Um, so hata is this part, and then this part gets uh, dragged over to the HL blend because of that rule. It has to be pronounced with it. So this part is unk, unk, unk. And then the verb gudungen. I thought you were the same age as me, which makes sense. They're only a year apart. They're going to look the same age. Now, there's no Xaad Kil word for number. And so I found this in the Rico's dictionary and it's Haida jargon, but the L usually replaces an R. And here it is replacing an N. And I thought that was interesting. Um,
They,
so,
they might have more fun if you change a B to a G. And
oh
a
yeah,
Lumga.
Lumga. I'll call you when I'm Lumga. Some people in Heidelberg say I get dialy fingers and I have to call somebody.
Hey.
Susala Al Gualai Gustu Lamba Ejan. By the way, here's my cell phone number. I thought that was kind of cool. Something we could use in today's conversation. Ooh means my, it also means how nice. It could mean both. I just went with how nice. Assistant Al Gualagusu Lamba Ejan. Here's my cell phone number too, or Here's my cell phone number also. So here we have a season, and I tried to put it in phonetics like this, a season. This and oo get blended into ow, so we have OW for the phonetics. Gusu, we have goose, and then oo. Lamba is lamba, and then we have Ejun, strong E sound. Okay, so DJ says Howa, we all know that one. Doc, uh, Goose, are you hungry? So I forgot to set the scene. Um, there's two Haida speakers. They meet at SeaTac Airport in the future, like when Xaad Kil's normalized again. Um, and maybe they're wearing Hot Kiss Gusu t-shirts that say "Speak in Haida," something like that, to um, attract another Hot Kill speaker to come up and speak Haida to them. Um, I know in Haida Gwaii, they say if you know someone that speaks Haida and you want to speak Haida, go up and start speaking Haida to them. Um, so this is not far fetched. Okay, so they're at the airport, they're traveling, they haven't had anything to eat yet. So DJ asked Doc Us, the W is not pronounced, and CJ says, On the Kuidan, yes, I'm hungry. And DJ says, Talang is sin. Let's go. Um, by the way, if you're more comfortable with sun, you could use that. Whoops, I didn't mean to put a dash there. I meant a forward slash, meaning wadu, either or. Um, so DJ says, let's go. And CJ's like, Planu Talanijin, where are we going? And this is my Haida jargon for hamburgers. Hambulga. Hambulga gudi gudangan. I'm hungry for hamburgers. The the made up Haida jargon made sense to me. Hopefully does to you guys. Um I know for a fact there's a Wendy's at SeaTac. CJ says Wendy's Talan is sin. Let's go to Wendy's. DJ says Kit La. Sounds good. Asisan chili gudi gudangan. I'm also hungry for chili. And evidently both like Wendy's because CJ says, wait, di lagan. Now I'm happy because he knows they're going to get the food that they want. DJ says, Ja'an, of course. Tawe kutsket la haoyasang. The food will taste great. And CJ says, Tawe wa hanjudasan. I will order the food. If you look up order, it's two words that make the verb. Wa hanjuda. And then you have to add another A. So it's not a weak A verb. And then you have to add song for future tense. Now, we're not supposed to take a proper name like Pepsi and Haida-ize it, but Geeskin's cousin, Juyak, was like, forget that rule, I Haida-ize whatever I want. So I decided to Haida-ize Pepsi with Pepsi. a lot of natives call Pepsi Bepsi anyways. I added an extra I and a tone mark over the first I. It makes sense. Pepsi. Some oh, I got a wrong letter there. That's supposed to be an S like in sun. Pepsi
Is
Sun.
Pepsi more popular than Coke up there, Rob?
That's a good question. A lot of us
What do we
does
call Coke?
um if we were well, to answer the first question, um a lot of us Haidas grew up drinking Coke. Um so I don't know if it's a 50-50 situation. If we were gonna take, let's say, maybe Coca-Cola and turn it into Haida jargon, this would be Coca, and then we have to have co again. Um, I'm typing this in the wrong spot. Um, let me take out Coca-Cola. We already know what that looks like. Coca-Cola, Coca-Cola. That's what it would look like in Haida jargon. Um, like when we're talking about, if we want to say we went to the store and bought eggs, it would be co, except for this would be underlined. But um, so this KW has a co sound. Coca, Cola. Um, I guess if it was just Coke, it would be like that.
Okay.
um, so CJ's just assuming that DJ wants a Pepsi. So he's like, Hungwa, right? And I was going to use Coke, but I know a lot of restaurants don't have it, so I went with Pepsi. Um, CJ says, Jaong, sure thing. CJ gets the food and says, Ao Tawai Ijun, here's the food. Um, Tawai Kesket Lagan, the food looks good. I'm hoping that these connects are making sense. Atlin on Kalang Kluwang song. We'll just sit right here. And then we have Hamaga Gutskit Log, and the hamburger tastes good. And so CG asked Doc chili. I just decided to hide eyes chili. Use two eyes with the tone mark over the first one. Kokdang Uja, did you taste the chili? And there's a verb, haula, meaning something that tastes good. But I chose a verb, this one here, where you love the taste of something. So on chili di haldong. I think the phonetic match is perfect. Um, and CJ's like, cow wife, hubda jongun. I'm bolting down the food because that's what this verb means. Um, and DJ's like, Jediya, house the one. Oh, for crying out loud, simmer down now. In other words, careful, you're going to choke. Uh, and they both laugh. This N stands for narrator. Uh, Wadlu Halstunwan again. Planu Dungui Hanjuus. Where are you traveling to? Oh no, my laptop is having problems. I just upgraded it thinking, is it blurry to you guys as well?
No,
Okay, thank goodness.
oh, I should say K.
Yeah. Um, I think it's funny the way I did the phonetics, because
E.
Albuquerque is not spelled anything like it's pronounced. So I have Albuquerque with Jugan. I'm traveling to Albuquerque. And CJ says, decent. Me too. And DJ shocked. Ulang. No way. And they're going for a native conference. And so CJ says, on Gusafang on Gut Talan Kajkidan. Yes, we're meeting all together there. And DJ does like a, what's that called when you slap your face with your palm? Palm face,
Face
slap,
palm.
Baseball.
whatever, face palm. And says, head dunk. It's no wonder. Um, and uh, and so Wadlu, Hausen Halstungwan again, and then they both laughed again. And Klingwide Tlagai U Shanawagan. CJ says the world is a mysterious place. I could have swapped out Shanawagan with Sujugun, for the world is a small place, but I went with Shanawagan. DJ agrees. Yankee and Udang Sugan. Um, and so Wadlu, Hausen, Haustungwan, Aoyagan, and then they both laughed again, even harder. Hootlan. Okay, let's see if we have enough time to go around the room. So I'll start with Ja. Imdika, you would be up next and say the same thing. Ja. Um, to do Imdika Shli Ishta. You have this one.
Sanudang Kiong.
And Skin, you have these two.
Carl Johnson, Hinu Lee Kiang, Sanu Dunks Kiang.
And I have this one. Jordan Hinodikion. And there's a follow-up question. No, there isn't. Um, okay, Kim D. Ka, this one is yours.
Yeah,
Mm,
geez.
oh, I thought it was Kimby Ka. Sorry.
Gijist Udang Ijang.
No, you were right, Kim D. Ka.
Oh,
This one's
my bad.
yours.
I
That's
think
all right.
our names are a little too
I'm,
similar there,
I'm
Nate.
not ready yet. Yeah.
Okay. Jit U Dang Ijang.
Okay, Kim D. Kashli Hista. You have 2 lines.
Okay. Tells Duth Ijang. Gijist Idangs Ijang.
Okay, Giskin.
It's Han Duch Ejang.
Hitson Adi Kaigagan. Kisudang Ao Ejim. Kimdika. This one is yours.
Florence Bennett. Yao Ejung. Yao Ejung.
Um,
You.
you got it.
That was a simple one too.
Hindi Kasli Hista Datwe Gusu
Geest u dangs ao I jang.
Kiskin
Agnes Jordan, die auch Ijang. Klanu Dung Sangulang.
Kimdi. Oh, this one's mine. Stinai Al Slangulang Slanu Dungs Slangulang. MD Ka. This one's yours.
Fun. Panjuda Nai Ao Flungulong.
And you
Next
have
line.
one more right here.
Okay. Yuslu Padai Hidung. Padai Hidung.
Kimdi Kasli Hista.
Di te dai lao I dang walk the sangang. Geestlu dangs tada gidang. Or sorry, I was reading the not the phonetic slang. Geestlu dangs tadai hidang.
And Giskin.
Die Tadai, alles Dung Wacht Eigen. Nung Dukt Het Agen.
Okay, next one is mine. Let me scroll down a little bit farther. Didlu Dung Hata Angst Yudangang. And then Kimdi Ka. You have this line.
Dang Sus. Isla Alwa Alai Dusu Lamba Ejung.
Kimdi Kasli Hista.
U Aishan I u wala wala gusu lamba ijang.
Giskin.
Da Kut Us.
Ang Di Quidun. Kimdi Ka.
Palung. Palung is San. San.
Kimdi Kasli Hista.
Slanu talang ijang.
Ang Giskin.
Amuga. Gudi Gudangang.
Ang Wendy's Kalang Isin. Kimdi Ka.
Yuchit La. Oh, I have more. Artisan Chili Goody Gudangam.
Perfect. Kimdi Kasli Hista.
Wait di guding I lagen.
Ang
Jaan.
Giskin.
Tawe Kutskit La Awiasa.
Ulagan. Um Powai wa Hanjudasan. Pepsi Sundang Nissan. Hungwa. Kimdika.
Yeah, on.
Kimdi Kashli Hishda.
How Hawaii, Yijang,
Skin.
Ja, get lagen.
Um, okay, yeah. You got one more line geese skin right here.
Atlanta and Talon to through Wang Song.
Um, Hamburger, Utske Lagen, Dak Chili, Cook Dung Uja. Kindika.
On. Chili di Haldon.
Perfect. MD Kashli Hishda.
Tawath, Habdallah, Habdallah. So let me start again. Taiwath, Habdajangang,
Ulagen. Skin.
Ajiria Haslohan.
um, Wadlu Hostangwan. Kagen. Indika.
Lanudang Gui Hanjuas.
Indi Kashli Hishta.
Albuquerque, Guith, Hangjugang,
Decent. Kimdika.
Oolong.
Just like oolong tea, the same
to
same pronunciation. Um, MD Kashli Esta.
Angu South Long Ong, Utala, Kaj Gidang,
Perfect. Skin.
Get dunk.
Um, we're out of time. I'm going to run through the rest of it. Wadlo Hausen Haustangwan Kagen. Schlingweit Shagai U Shanawagan. Yankian Udang Sugan. Wadlu Hausen Haustangwan Ka Aoyagen. Hutlon. That's all. Sorry for the rush at the end. Um, okay, so on Monday, we are going to practice the Howa song and our intros and the scripted conversation again. And um, if we have time, the Blackbird Cub story. So weekend guy lost Have a good weekend, you guys. How
How
Robert.